Countryside. It's Joe and Mike, and we're back with another Friday project update. And Mike, another exciting update with some very visual progress here.
Yes, things really cut loose first week of February.
Yes.
Around the 10th, I think it was. Drywallers were going to town, and there's easily 500 sheets of 12-foot drywall.
Yeah,
up on the walls.
We're in the multi-purpose legacy room.
Yes.
And I mean, this is pretty much finished, drywall-wise?
Yeah, just taping and finish off the ceiling. This is probably the sound material.
Yep.
And then they can cut through for lights and sprinklers and all that. But we're all roughed 100% in here, just waiting for the taping and then overhead.
Yeah.
And then we'll be painting and ready for floor, which will be in 2 months, I think.
Yep.
But the room will be ready. They can move on to the other areas.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying a nice afternoon here. You can see the western sun.
The sunlight, the lighting in this room is awesome.
Yeah, it's flooding the room. It's really beautiful. So to me, an afternoon event for a family get-together or a private group, a golf group or card group. Beautiful atmosphere feeling in this room. And the articulated ceiling, you can appreciate.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
There'll be more trim added once it's taped and painted. There'll be some crown moldings and stuff added, but I think you can get a good flavor for how rich the ceiling work is. And it's a hallmark of this architect that we used, who does mostly club work. And he pays attention to the top of the room, which a lot of designs, it's just a flat ceiling. Nobody really says a lot about it. But as we've shown in the renderings, all of our big spaces have big ceilings.
Yeah, I could see a group congregating in the bar, some cocktails, maybe some hors d'oeuvres, you know, between the bar and that patio, and then maybe coming in here for dinner afterwards.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Nice. And unlike our old private dining room, we had some banquets there. I know the tennis group, it was jam-packed. It was like sardines in there.
Yeah, and it wasn't very inviting at all.
No, and I don't know, maybe we had 50 or 60 people, but we were like elbow to elbow. Yeah. So this will seat 60 comfortably for dining, round tables and chairs, a buffet, different things. So
this is awesome.
It's well set.
Well, anyways, I don't want to get off topic, but you know, everyone has a birthday every year. If you want to get some, you know, some of your friends together, we might be taking bookings here in the very near future.
Excellent. Yeah, I have a couple friends. So.
I think you have more than a few.
Yeah, maybe a couple. A couple new friends and a couple old ones. Inside, though, has been a mad rush in the other parts of the area of the building for the electrician. Plumbers are pretty much gone for now until they come back for finish work. The low voltage work, all of our computer wiring, speaker systems, that's been wired mostly. And the fire sprinkler guy, who's the contract that's been lagging the most, is still hard at work.
Yeah, they seem to have picked up in the last...
Yeah, they're in good shape, but they're not done yet. So Levi's been focusing them on anywhere where you have a sheetrock ceiling. To get done first. So like the office suite where we have lay-in ceiling, conventional office acoustic tiles, they can go there last because those tiles just pop in to the grid. But we need to get these hard ceilings in, screwed up, taped, and painted. So they're moving. Other big milestones, the power's finally switched over. As you know,
that's probably the biggest
third or fourth visit. They finally showed up and Monday and made the cut over, so the building is officially electrified. So there's a protocol. You can take a picture of the main switch gear. There's a big main switch that powers the building. That's in the off position. There's a steel cable through it. There's a red tag on it with a signature of the electrician. So it says, don't touch this unless you call this guy right here. And there's a phone number out there. So that's called lockout, tag out, and that's for safety. Because there's so many open wires in the building now. The workers, there's maybe 100 workers here at different times. Nobody knows what's live and what isn't. So only the main electrician, Tyler, is the guy whose name and number is on that tag. He's the only one that can unlock that cable and turn that switch on. And he'll do that selectively on and off as we get in the final months. But he still may switch it off at night. Or he'll lock out other sections of the building. So he may have the main switch on and powered to certain panels, but other panels will be similarly closed, locked with his tag on it. So, and I know Sal covered that when we were talking about main power. So that's, again, a safety procedure. So as we Now we have main power to the main switch gear. As soon as certain branches start to go live, they'll also be safety checked so that, again, somebody doesn't cut through a wire that's live or whatever. So we don't want accidents. So that's big on the electrical side. Again, drywall is looking really good. If you show your shots, the kitchen areas have some drywall. They have some stainless steel splash guards.
Those are where the hoods will come down. So
Correct.
that steel or stainless was hung this week as well.
Right.
So
and that was backed by plywood, so there's solid fastening to it. So looking good there.
The coolers in the kitchen are all built and assembled. So
right, we have the 3 coolers we mentioned before. The vegetable cooler, which will also have desserts and salad prep in it. The main refrigerator and freezer, which is a big long train car of a cooler, and then our beer cooler, which is a large walk-in. So
most important one.
For many of us, cold beer is the 11th Amendment.
Yes.
On the Bill of Rights, yes. There's other amendments, 27, of course. But anyway, so the work inside's looking very solid.
Yeah.
Outside, we're still waiting for our plasters returning. They have to finish the porch outside Lakeview Lounge and the ceiling out there, and the bar, pool cafe bar has a hard ceiling of stucco also. So they're scaffolded and we're just waiting for them. Once all this rough in, and I think it's the sprinkler guys holding them up, as soon as the sprinklers are all set, we get inspected.
I do want to address that. You know, a couple of our members have asked about that scaffolding and when we're going to be able to move that fence so we're not going one-way cart traffic.
Sure.
And we're well aware of it. You know, I would just ask that, you know, everyone please continue to be careful. We've got signage, we've got mirrors out there. Just please be aware. A lot of things need to, as you said, need to line up for that scaffolding to come down and that work around the back of the club to finish up. So we're going to be with the current setup for a little while longer. So just, you know, be aware of it.
Good.
Be safe.
You'll also see in the shots a lot of insulation inside the building. So we have thermal insulation at the envelope. Obviously, we did the spray insulation at the roof. We have bad insulation in the walls. But the other insulation you'll see is soundproofing. So every bathroom has sheetrock on top for privacy and protection and insulation. All the walls around bathrooms are insulated. Walls around the office areas for, again, acoustical privacy. And in the kitchen areas, those are insulated so that the clatter of activity in the kitchen, even though the doors will be swinging open, at least minimize some of that through wall sound. So the more, you notice the difference walk around the building.
Oh, night and day.
It gets a lot quieter when that insulation goes in.
Even without the flooring, you know, I mean, there's a little bit of echo, but nothing like what we had before.
Right,
I mean,
right.
And, you know, the kitchen, I think the big improvement with the sound from the kitchen is we have that service alley that separates the kitchen from the dining room, whereas before we didn't.
Right, right.
You know, so I think that's going to make a big difference as well, just to kind of, you know, keep the noise back there.
Sure. Sure.
So
outside, we have the whole front entry has started. So they demolished the canopy. The steel framing for the handicap ramp, the concrete portion of the handicap ramp that was in under the covered entry, all the railings, steps, slabs, it's all gone. It's just rough graded now from after the cleanup. It's time to bring in fill. They've stripped the driveway back down to base material all the way around the circle. So they're really ready to bring in fill. I'm not sure the timing of that, but that's still a busy entrance for workers. So that's moving along.
What a dramatic change, though.
Yep. Oh, it's going to be a game changer for your entry experience. The bathroom work that we approved as extra work, they've stripped all that drywall, got all the mold out of there. All the new drywall is back in, so they're ready to tape in there. And then we can just reset the fixtures and hook them up to the existing water and power. We kept the ceiling grid, so we wanted to do more in there, but the budget really didn't allow it. So we're doing $60,000 worth of upgrades.
And it's going to be night and day from what we had. So
just the flooring alone, as it runs with the continuity from lobby to hallway to bathroom. So I think
they squared off all the arches in the bathrooms, the entry arches. So that's, I mean, that was a dated look.
Yes, and all the wallpaper's out, and we found out in the men's room we thought it was painted, not wallpaper. It was actually paint on wallpaper.
Yes.
So it was easy to pull all that drywall out because you can't peel off wallpaper very effectively.
Right.
So those are looking good over there. Also outside, the dumpster pad has made some progress. Across the street in the corner where the bocce court, the pickleball courts are going to go, and near bocce is the area we've set up for a 2 large dumpster setup.
So our location for the dumpsters.
So they put a little fill over there, and they've put in the steel risers so that it'll support the fence thing. So our stinkiest garbage will all be across the street. And as far from any
you don't have to walk by it as you're walking in to have lunch.
Yes, exactly.
That was important for all of us.
Sure. So that's kind of it. They've paved the last of the sidewalk outside Wellness so that when we move to work in the area between the club and the Wellness building, which is coming up soon, we're going to lose the exit temporarily from the side of Wellness. We still need 2 ways out legally, so we'll use the main entrances on a regular basis, and if there's ever an emergency need, you can go out the back of the building through the old exercise room. And now there's a continuous safe pathway around the back, around the south side, and all the way out to the street. So we're set up and staged. There'll be some more snow fencing and so on to protect you, but we'll have 2 legal exits through the period when we're tearing up what in front of the loading dock. There's some more drainage there and some repaving and stuff. So we're set up well there. That south parking lot's ready for paving. So we're pretty close to ready for blacktop, but they're going to do it all in one day. So we have individual parking spaces we added wherever we could. We skinnied down landscape islands, added 1 space here, 1 space there. So there's about 4 or 5 outside the back of the cart barn. There's 25, total of 48 new spaces once we've repaved the Wellness lot.
Then the loading dock will be
loading dock, that whole area, the turning circle and everything. So they'll do that blacktop in 1 or 2 days, but all at one time. So,
and I do know they're going to use the parking lot that's with the base rock. For construction.
Contractor parking will be over there. And they've been there on a limited basis, but it's been under construction for a while. So things are taking shape slowly out front.
The pool?
The pool permit was granted a week ago or so.
Inspections.
Right, we've had all the rebar inspected, the pipe work, so we're ready to spray concrete, and it's going to be today, Friday. Later this morning, they're going to spray. And I know
today and Monday. I guess they've got to pour some pad around it or some exterior concrete, and then they spray the inside. So you said it could be over 2 days, but by Monday next week or Tuesday rather, we're going to be able to have a good visual of the pool, which is pretty awesome,
and the spa. So that's really good to go there. Then they can terminate all the piping, hook it up to the geothermal system, backfill, and we'll start to see the terraces and steps and all come together out there. So that's exciting. That was always last on the schedule. We started in early December. We had to hold up with the county on the permit. Now we're going to go. It's about a 2-month process to get that all put together. That's exciting. It's obviously a big element of the outside experience.
Excellent.
So
that's a substantial update.
Looking very good.
As you walk through the building now and just seeing the walls and the different areas take shape, it's exciting. So, in a future video, I'd like to maybe take the camera. Maybe we can have someone follow us and walk through some of the areas. So we can kind of, maybe do a virtual tour of some of the spaces.
And maybe add in the interior design component.
Exactly. We want to start talking about color palettes and furniture selection and kind of what some of these areas are going to start to look like.
Excellent.
So, perfect.
We have something in every area except the main lobby, which is flex space for buffets and dance floors and so forth. But every room is fully furnished within the budget. And we budgeted about $600,000 for furniture, tables, chairs. We're also reusing some things that you had stored.
Quite a bit, actually.
Some of the new, all the main dining room tables and chairs are coming back. So it's going to be a fully turnkey job when we're down to the pots and pans.
It's going to be awesome. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I can see it.
We're close. We have. We're in the middle of February, so we have really 3 months. To March, April, and May. So, and then you can get your move-in going. And
that's right. Still looking at CO around the 22nd of May.
Yes.
Our transition schedule is targeted to start around the 27th because we got Memorial Day there.
Okay.
And then I'm hoping to be operational middle of June, around the 10th, that week of June.
So, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it.
Beautiful.
All right.
Awesome. Another good update, Mike. Again, thank you to you and the committee and the board for just everyone's oversight and leadership.
Sure.
Again, you know, I think we're all seeing this come together, and I know the majority we're pinching ourselves because I can't believe that our community has something like this. It's awesome.
I know people have commented from the golf course looking back to the club.
It's incredible.
We still have the high lobby roof forms, but now we have nice shoulders on the building as we've done the wings on
building looks incredible.
north and south. It's really taken shape. It's still kind of a big lumpy red roof building, but it looks a little more graceful and dignified now that it's got the wings on it, and it just seems to settle in nicely.
Once we get the landscape in there and some trees and color, it's going to be awesome.
Yep,
so.
outstanding.
Excellent. Well, another good update. Mike, thanks for the time as always. Countryside, questions, comments, send them our way. And we'll see you real soon. Thank you.